What up chaps, I'm Magical Mike. This is a video of Guild Wars 2, and if you have any questions you can ask them in the comments, or you can follow me on Twitter at YTMagicalMike. And now that plugging is over, I'm going to commit suicide. Oh dear, and there's Old Lion's Arch down there. If you care to swim around there, then you can find some interesting things. But we've all seen this before. It's the diving board at the top of Lion's Arch, but the best thing about it is that there's a waypoint right up there. And in town, you can waypoint up there for free. So we're just going to watch my friend Wolf jump off there. It's kind of weird to see a char falling like that, it doesn't really make much sense. Now, a lot of people I've noticed have done this video, and yeah, I know, it's not just going to be this, but a lot of people miss those goggles that are on the floor there, which replace your skills and let you do some flips and crazy, weird things. And if you move too far backwards, you also lose the goggles. You'll also see that I have a swiftness buff on me. It's because there's a swiftness buffer behind me. And unfortunately, I forgot to record some of the swooping that I did off here. My skill 2 with the greatsword makes me fly like an eagle, but that landing wasn't quite flying like an eagle, was it? No, that was a strange little bug that me and my friend Wolf had a bit of a laugh about on Vent after that. Of course, we've got the sitting down and jumping bug, of course works with sleeping as well. I noticed quite a few bugs in the beta. I reported all of them, including this oddly naked char, who's only, I don't know, he's not even got a loincloth. But the best one, default conversation with char bartender, local gossip, buy a drink, etc. Temp. Yeah, speak to bartender char name is quite an interesting experience. Again, we reported this one. Thanks to Wolf for noticing that, I'm sure we've noticed it before. Here's a strange one. What even happened there? Well, I'm going to slow it down, but that was in real time. You'll have good eyes to notice, but what happened was I healed myself, or tried to heal myself. This is it slowed right down, and I'm just stuck in the healing animation. I'm shrugging, I don't even know what the hell's happening there. You see all my health came back, but for some reason I was stuck in the animation and I couldn't do anything. The char next to me also seemed to notice that, and he was jumping around and having a laugh at me. Ah, good times. Good old beta bugs. I also noticed this, which was some kind of event chain that had been pushed far enough to make this camp appear, and of course I happened to be there when this char was setting it up, and that's what happens. A few other things we noticed. This mini-pet battle arena, don't know if this is going to be implemented or not, but hey, look at the design of it, there's a wind rider there, and I think that's a drake, supposedly battling it, but they're not actually doing anything, they just stood around. Of course, it's an arena, so that's fairly interesting. There's a lot of really interesting things, and small things, but of course, I haven't got time to show them all, and I'm running out of time in this clip to show you me buying those mini-pets from the gem store. I get the feeling like I'll be buying a lot of mini-pets in this game. And because they're so easy to get, I reckon I'll be probably wasting a lot of my money on these things. But the mini-pets are really awesome. You can see this golem here is absolutely enormous. You've probably seen it in a few other of my videos. If I sit down, it's actually bigger than my Norn. That is huge, and you can click on them and you can tell what they are, and I really like the improvements to mini-pets they've done in Guild Wars 2. Of course, we haven't seen the Hall of Monuments minis yet, but I can't wait to see those. Those will be absolutely great. So, more things I found. This is just a miscellaneous video, by the way. It's just all the things that I've found that can't quite slot into any of my other videos. So, here is where I found a char that was willing to give me a pack of grenades, which is probably not the best idea in anyone's case, especially giving me anything explosive is most unwise. But it's a pretty fun little heart quest, a renown quest here. You get to lob grenades and they're all ground targeted, and yeah, you get to be an engineer for a bit. Makes me excited to be an engineer. This is what Wooden Potatoes had shown us, by the way, back when we were in Kessex Hills, right at the bottom near that near the Wizard's Tower. It's just an inconspicuous house with some weird Azuran equipment up in the top. Strange. Now here, you can see it on the compass, and if you're reading, if you want to pause and read this, then go ahead. This is just a weird point of interest. On the compass you can see there's a big crystal. This is just one of those huge crystals that happen to fall during the searing. You can come down and have a look at it. And yeah, it's all overgrown and everything, it's really interesting. But unfortunately, for some reason I didn't look up at the damn thing, so my bad. My bad, guys. And finally ending it on this kind of little lore type event, I guess? I don't know, I don't recognise the icon on the right hand side. But a char just ran up to me and asked me for some help, and I had to go and stop this bar brawl, which pretty much just entails walking in here and talking to all these Legion guys, and they ask you all sorts of Legion related questions, and you have to try and stop this brawl. Of course, you could just send everyone into a frenzy and attack them all, but if you know anything about the Legions, then you can use some lore, some knowledge to your advantage. It's quite an interesting little quest, this one. Odd one, I'm not sure if I'll show it though. If you talk to, I think it's Blood Legion, as a Norn, I had a default response which was to say, to claim that I am Blood Legion, which is wrong. It's just wrong. I'm a Norn. I'm not in a Legion, obviously. Like, I'm not quite sure about that. But, unfortunately, they, once you've done one of the Legion questions, it's very obvious what the rest of the answers are. Maybe giving 4, you see, there you go. These are Blood Legion guys. I can just straight up attack these guys. And I could do if I wanted to. There you go, there's the default response. I am Blood Legion. No, I'm not, actually. I'm not Blood Legion. And I'd forgotten what I was saying, but... oh, that was it. Maybe having 4 of these guys for each Legion is a bit too much, because the responses become very obvious, and once you know what to say, it's just default and very, very simple. But you could just choose to kill them, I guess. Probably not the wisest idea, but if you're that kind of player, then you can go ahead and do that. So, I will thank you for watching this rather awkward video. I've been Magical Mike, and thank you very much for your time.